Hey everyone, Eric here with a review on the Cheerson CX-10WD TX. This is one of Cheerson's nano quadcopters. They also make them with just a camera version and then also without the camera. This is their FPV version. This is actually the world's smallest FPV quadcopter that works surprisingly well. If you guys do like this one, I included a link in the description down below where you can find one for the best price. So I'm going to go over all the pros and the cons on this quadcopter, and then I'm going to show you how to set up the app to your phone so you can actually view a live feed from this little tiny camera through your phone, so you can actually fly this thing FPV. So to turn it on, you have a little side switch right here, and then you're going to see the lights flashing on the quadcopter. Then inside the control right here, you flip that on, you're going to hear a beep, and then just like most other quadcopters, you're going to bring your throttle all the way up, you're going to hear a beep, bring it all the way down, you're going to hear another beep, and then your lights are solid. That's when you know that it's been bound. And they do recommend on this quadcopter, there's an antenna for the Wi-Fi camera, and that is tucked in when you first unbox it, and you just want to pull that out and just point it straight down. And that's going to give you your best, the best range on your camera. And the cool thing about this transmitter compared to a lot of other nano quadcopters is this one is really good size, and it actually pops out, which is pretty cool. Your phone is going to attach right here. This will fit most smartphones. It's not going to fit a tablet, but it is spring loaded, so you just pop your phone in there. So let's compare that to like another nano quadcopter. A lot of them come with these really little tiny controls that are very crowded and kind of hard to control. To charge it, you do have your USB charger. So this can plug into pretty much any powered USB port. And another big difference with this one compared to a lot of other quadcopters, just the way it takes off. And it's going to take off with a one-touch push of the button. A lot of other quadcopters, you know, when you press the throttle, it's just going to immediately take off. But this one, it does nothing. Now, if I press the take off button, it's going to take off, and then I just immediately press the land button, so it just landed right away. So once it takes off, it's going to get about maybe 4 feet in the air, and then you can start flying it around. And one of my favorite features about this quadcopter is the altitude hold function. I didn't really think it would work that well, but I was really surprised at how accurate it is and how much it helps when flying FPV. Because what it does is after you take off and you get your altitude, you can let go of the control and it's going to hold that altitude pretty well. It might fluctuate about 1 foot either up or down. And then you have your mode button over here on the left where your throttle is, and you can also press the throttle, and then you have your slow, medium, and fast. So you just press it once, twice, or 3 times. You're going to hear the 1 beep, 2 beeps, or 3 beeps. That'll let you know what mode you're in. And then over on the right side, that is where you're going to press to do your flips. You're going to press it once, you hear the beeps, and then once you press the direction you want to do your flip in, it's going to stop beeping. So you can do front flips, side, back, whatever you like on there. And the range is surprisingly good on this thing. You know, I was going upstairs with this. It didn't lose reception. I was going behind big concrete pillars, flying at about, I would say, about 40 feet away, and the connection was really solid. Very surprising for such a small quadcopter. But now the cons. So the battery life is really about 4 to 5 minutes long. After about 4 minutes, the Wi-Fi reception starts getting really bad and will really start degrading. Another con is the batteries are not removable. They are like built into the quadcopter. So you know, there's really no way you can buy extra batteries for this. The blades, the body itself is very rugged, and you're not going to really do too much damage to the body, but the blades are definitely going to break. And unfortunately, it does not come with extra blades. So when you do buy this, I highly recommend buying extra blades. And they're not that expensive. You can get like 40 extra blades and blade guards. It's just basically like a big bumper around this thing for less than $10. I'll include a link to that in the description down below. All right, and that's my review on this little tiny FPV quadcopter. If you guys do have any questions, just leave them in the comments down below. If you guys found the video helpful, I always appreciate those thumbs up. and make sure to subscribe to keep up to date with my future reviews. And next, we have the flight video, so enjoy. Come on. I'm going to try to fly it just through the FPV camera. The nice thing about the altitude hold is you don't really have to worry as much about it hitting the ceiling. And you know, the cool thing is about this camera is when you go forward, it doesn't really dip down that far. It's getting good range even behind these concrete pillars. Or a good signal too. It doesn't cut out. I haven't really adjusted the height at all. I'm just letting the quadcopter control the height. There's a little breeze picking up. Yeah, you can definitely tell when the breeze hits it. But the altitude has been really, really reliable. So I'm going to try going over to those far pillars over there and see if the video signal cuts out at all. Yeah, I handled it just fine. I didn't notice the reception cut out. So let's go ahead and I'm going to record this. Here we go.
It's behind the pillar.
Yeah, the altitude hold is amazing. Even with this breeze blowing through this through the underpass. Okay, I'm going to press the land button. And it landed itself.